Nothing ever works the way you ideally want it to. I got this Japanese tea set. It comes with the chasen, which we'll just call it a whisk. I'll just use American terms because that's what we're dealing with. If you want to know what this says in Japanese, it means that just this chasen right here has 100 bristles on it. This is the kind I like. It kind of curves in. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now before I did a review on it. I wanted to let you all know it's got the little rubber stopper under here to protect these inner bristles. But I'm going to show you ways that you can and go through it for you. So you ask me, what am I doing? What all comes with the kit? Well, you get the chasen, the whisk. You get this nice little thing that you can sit it on. You're done. If you want to dry it and have it last, you keep it on that. In the traditional ceremony, there's a whole routine to this. You get a nice sifter. We'll call it a sifter. You get a nice little spoon made out of bamboo. So what I'm doing, I'm soaking my chasen for a very important reason, because if you don't, and I'm soaking it in hot water, very hot water, as hot of water as I'm going to use to make this tea, because if you don't, then this can crack, it can, you get little micro tears in the little chasen. You get the green bowl, which is your cup. We'll call it a cup. So first of all, I'm letting this soak for a few minutes. This is a slow process. This is not a fast process. I like this brand. It's not bad for what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the actual whisk, we'll call it, and set it right there. This hot water. Take the amount of matcha that I want. What type of a froth do I want? Do I want it to be little bubbles? Do I want it to be totally frothy? Do I want it to be something that is larger bubbles? It's up to you. It's up to whatever style you're making it in. So what I'm doing is I'm basically tapping top of this as it's going through the whisk, and I'm making sure that the powder is fine as it goes through here. I don't want any clumps. I want it to be even. I'm going to take my time with this, and as it does this, you'll notice that it goes onto the top of the tea, of the hot water, which is at a boil. I am, of course, no expert in the Japanese tea ceremony, nor would I say I am. The point of this is to not just get the clumps out, which all of it will pretty much fit through this eventually, but it's to get it to where you have the tea evenly on top of it without any clumps. That's, for my part, good enough for me. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to take my chasen, and I'm going to sit it in the middle, and I'm going to go in an M pattern. Now, if you want a frothier tea, you can whisk like this very quickly. Now, you notice I'm using my wrist. And you're going to be in a hurry for this. I took my time, and I probably will not be able to get that perfect frothiness because of the fact that you have a certain amount of time to do this when it's a temperature between 150 and 170 degrees till it's all in what you want in your tea. I personally do not have to have that super smooth buttery froth that most people have. I like something in the middle. There's different techniques of holding this too. If you don't get it right away and it takes time, remember there's people that spend their whole lives. The traditional method just to get it right. It's all in what you want in it. You're honoring a tea because this doesn't dissolve into the water. Matcha tea is very fine tea leaves. It would be a good pick-me-up. It's supposed to be mindfulness. It's supposed to make you think about all those little things in life. Normally you would just take in the Western world a cup of tea and throw it in hot water, and here you're putting a lot more thought into it, that emotion, get that frothiness, and it's to my liking what I like. It's not something that the traditionalist would probably like, but so I'm going to take that, and I have my tea. I'm not interested in having something perfect. So for what I'm talking about right now, I'm just going to pour it into my cup. I'm going to drink anyway. So it comes with this set comes with the not this cup. It comes with the chasen, which is factory made. It's not a handmade one, but it's decent. And this you can sit it on to dry, as I said. It's good to store it. You can also store it in here. And again, this says that this has 100 bristles. Next, you have the little bowl that comes with it. And they have this in various colors. I like the green. I felt it was very earthy. It made me think of life. It made me think of balance of life. Your spoon. And your little way to filter out all those little larger pieces. So I'm going to post a link below, and if you want to buy this particular set, I'll show you, and I'll also show you where you can get this matcha. I like it. It's a nice in-between. It's not real tough. It's not real bad. It's got some bite, like it says. It's bite and slightly bitter. I like that bitterness. And you can actually add, and it's a source from Japan, you can actually, if you want to add a little bit of sugar in there if you're an American and you want to sweeten it. And in Japan, they would give you a drink of something else ahead of time if you wanted to catch that. But this is more of a, if you would go to Japan and you were going to get some family to make you a cup of this, it's pretty much closest to what you would get. It's got that bit of a grassy taste. So I'll post a link to these two below. You guys can all check them out.